Naz, what's up, everybody? Hope you guys are doing amazing, and welcome to today's live call where we are going to be talking about what,
We are talking
Sonny?
about 5 things that we wish we knew before we started programming. So we are hoping to drop a bunch of fire knowledge on you guys, and hopefully this will make your life a little bit easier when you're on your development career.
Exactly. We're gonna pass on what we had from our experience, from the years of our experience, from years of our troubles and our challenges to you, so you can have it easier for your as well.
Yeah, exactly. And guys, remember, if you are enjoying this content, smash the like button. We do really appreciate it, and it helps this video get out to more people, and more people can watch this. And if you guys are here from the previous videos and you've been watching the live stream,
Yeah.
let us know in the comments because we love to see who's actually been here every single day. And it's always
Yeah,
amazing
let
to
us
see you guys.
let us know who's here from the old live streams, and also let us know who's here from Prophet of JavaScript. I'm always curious.
Yeah, that would be
You guys
interesting.
should know. You guys should know what that is.
Nice. So let's see who we've got. Okay, awesome. So, Naz, do you want to give it? Should we get started?
Hold on. I'll actually before we go in, I want to recognize some people we got on here. Let's see who we got. Who do we got? Who we got on here? We've got Chantal on here. We got Hashim on here. We got Abdullah on here. We got Yoma. We got so many cool people. Abdullah, hey, how's it going, Abdullah? We got Govinda. We got Jira. Who else we got?
Nice.
Who else we got on here, guys? Welcome to today's live call. Welcome to today's live call. It's so awesome to have you on here. If you're completely new, as you are just joining, as I said, today we are talking about the 5 things I wish I knew when I started programming. And this is from knowledge of. This is from not from Kazi, from Sunny, from 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 Sunny's and I, basically personal experience, from us to you. So
No,
yeah, hope you guys are ready. Hope you're pumped. Are you pumped?
I
Are
am
you pumped?
pumped, dude. I am
I am
so pumped.
pumped, bro.
I think this is gonna help a lot of people. We actually have some people from Profit with JavaScript. We have Saga. He is from Profit with JavaScript. What's up, dude? Good to see you here. Who else have we got? Let's have a look.
Oh man,
We have people from Ireland. What's up, Jeff? How's it going, dude? Nice to see.
that's awesome. Yeah, tell us, guys. Billy, tell us, guys, where you guys are coming from. Like, are you
Yeah.
guys coming from like, I mean, like what location? Anybody from Ukraine out here? That would be cool.
Hey. Anyone from London? I love to see people here in London. Get
Of
someone else
course,
with a
well, that's
British
people in
accent.
London.
I said London. Nice.
Oh
We've
man.
got a bunch
Oh
of
man.
people
But yeah, guys,
on.
but wait. By the way, guys, make sure, like, what would be cool right now, cause like Sunny said, hit the thumbs up button, okay? Hit the
Yeah.
like button. Also, okay? Go ahead right now, literally take out your phone, like right now, okay? As you are right now, like I'm literally talking to you, okay? Take out your phone, okay? Take a picture of all of us. We'll be like this, right? We'll take a picture of all of us and post it on your Instagram. Just do it right now. You ready,
Yeah.
Sunny?
Should we
Like,
do it?
seriously,
Should we
just
do
do it
it?
right now.
Let's do a countdown. Let's do a countdown, getting prepped. So, guys, pull out your phone right now and get ready for this,
Exactly.
right? So, go on now. Let's count them in.
I'm counting in 5 seconds. Let's do 5 seconds.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey! You
There we
guys
go.
taking a picture? Take a picture.
Nice.
Let's go.
And make sure you tag us, guys, in your Instagram stories. So my tag is right here, and
Yep.
Naz's tag is over in his corner. There we go.
I think it's right here.
Other side.
No, it's right here.
That's it.
Shoot.
It's so hard to. It's so hard to
So
point it.
hard.
Nice.
Oh man. But anyways, guys, great to have you on here. So
We have
so yeah,
Hashik.
shall we get started?
Yeah, let's do it, bro. Jyotsna Aurora says, "Love this course. You people are amazing. Oh, we appreciate you. Thank you so much. Nice,
Oh man, that's amazing.
wicked."
Oh,
Yeah, so
but
I think let's go ahead and let's drop some people in. We just hit over 200 people on. That's just on YouTube. We have over 250 people watching right now. Awesome.
oh, sweet, sweet. But wait, let's explain again to those who are new. What are we talking about today, Sunny?
So we are talking about 5 things that we wish we knew before we started programming. So pretty much all of the little tips and tricks that we wish we knew, all of the little sort of hacks and sort of fast tracks, and sort of like things that we've learned through the pain of going through that journey ourselves, and why we think it can
Yeah.
save you guys a bunch of time. So we're going to drop a bunch of knowledge on you guys, and hopefully you guys find it useful.
Oh yeah, the pain is so great, man. There's just so much pain in programming sometimes, and you just kind of wanna, you
Dude,
wanna
it's
take the shorter route. So that's what we're here. We're here to talk about our pain.
exactly that pain, guys. I mean, when you're sitting there debugging things for 8 hours straight, we're gonna help you out and cut that down at least by half the time.
Yeah, but yeah, no guarantees though. No
Yeah,
guarantees. Sometimes you have to be do the 8 hours.
true, true, true. Yeah, nice. Oh, we have
Oh
someone from
man.
London. Hashik Goyal is from London. Nice. It's Firebase.
Oh,
Awesome.
that's
Okay.
cool. Cool.
So I think at this point, should we jump in, Naz?
See, let's do it, guys. I hope you guys ready. Actually take out a pen and pencil right now. Like,
Yeah.
guys, take out a pen and pencil. Actually, or don't, take out like a Google Doc or whatever you want to write down and start writing these things down. Just so just go ham on it. This is some good content for you. Some good knowledge for you. So yeah, let's get into it, Sonny.
Let's do it, bro. So
Can't wait.
the first one that we want to talk about is so this is actually probably unique to a lot of people. I don't think a lot of people would have heard about this, but it's sort of our top tip actually is and it's surrounding yourself with other coders and mentors. So Naz, do you want to explain that one a little bit?
Yeah, yeah. So obviously, when you first get started, it is extremely confusing, right? Like if you're a beginner, like drop in the comments if you're just completely confused sometimes of where to even start, what to even do, right? And I know when I started, I was very confused on where to start. But the thing is, if you decide to, surround yourself around other coders, maybe for example, maybe you go ahead and you go into a coding community. Maybe you go ahead and go into a coding meetup, right? And you start to make friends with those other coders. You have no idea how friendly other people are, like to help you out, to get you on the journey, basically. Because on it, the hardest part is that start. It is that beginning point of what do I even do, right?
Exactly.
Like what do I even do? So that is kind of like my take on that. What is your take, Sonny?
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Honestly, I think like going to conferences and meetups, most of them are actually free, guys. So you have a bunch of JavaScript meetups, always like in the major cities and things like that. Or even if you can't get to them, most of them you can actually access live. So I'm always a fan of the Firebase live sessions. I'm not sure they're based in a different country, and I can't get there, but I always jump in on their lives, and that really, really gives you an insight into sort of one the community and just seeing other people who are also working on the same problems that you think you're sometimes alone working on. That always kind of helps you
Right.
sort of get motivated. And two, when you go to these things, guys, networking, just speak to everyone. Everyone is so friendly in the developer community.
Yeah.
And when you go to these
Yeah.
events, it really is going to open your eyes up as to how awesome this community is.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
And yeah, don't be creepy about it, obviously, right? Just like you just go up to people, just like, hey, what's up? How's it going? Don't be like, hey, give me some knowledge, or or
Yeah.
yeah, just yeah. Most importantly, I would say is just be nice, right? What you think about it is like you're there to learn. Everybody else is there to learn, and you will start to see that that when you surround yourself around those type of people,
Yeah.
you're just gonna skyrocket so much. Like I personally, honestly, I kind of started on the more difficult side. Like I didn't have not difficult side, I would say, but like I didn't surround myself around mentors initially. I was just kind of trying to do things on my own, and I didn't know. Sonny, do you know this? But
Yeah.
Dreamweaver, Dreamweaver.
Yeah. Yeah.
I started on Dreamweaver,
Bro, you know
and
when I first used Dreamweaver, I couldn't even do the drag and drop functionality on it. I did,
serious.
yeah, it's insane. But carry on.
Yeah, so like started with Dreamweaver, and I remember specifically the way I started building pages is I started building pages with like how right now you have like you have routes, like basically you click on a page that goes to another page, right?
Yeah,
But it's a route, right? So it uses like some things are duplicated, some things are not, some things are reused.
yeah.
I was basically duplicating every single page for every single new path.
Oh
And I
yeah.
was creating websites. Yeah.
Damn,
So
bro. Yeah. But I mean,
yeah.
like, it's a learning curve, right? It's a learning curve. It's the only way you're gonna
Yeah.
learn by playing out with things. Yeah, I remember when I used Dreamweaver for the first time, I was like, "Oh, web development. It's just drag and drop. Like I can just drag stuff in and drop it, and then that's where I first realized about display and containers, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh my
Yeah.
god, yeah, it's a bit scary when you first jump into that stuff, but yeah, like we said, surround yourself with the right people, and even I can't stress enough, like since I've been working with Naz, Kazi, Jacob, everyone in sort of the team, my productivity and my sort of skill set has gone sky high because literally you're just surrounded by positive people. You're surrounded by people who want
Yeah.
to push themselves and motivate themselves to just be the best they can be. Surround yourself with those
Yeah.
people, and you naturally start to become like that. So it's definitely
Yeah,
the best
exactly.
advice. Yeah,
Same thing for me. And then let's give them some like some actual bullet points of like okay, where can they surround? Where can I maybe let's go ahead and like bring up an actual like whiteboard
let's do
and
it,
let's
bro.
just like write down okay like where would they find themselves like to surround themselves around other people those other mentors.
Yeah. So we have a whiteboard over here.
Oh, check this out. It's fancy.
Hey, I think we can actually pop us.
Hey.
Can we pop us in here? No, we can't. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can. I'm sure you can click that little picture icon. No.
Yeah. For some reason it doesn't. Oh, right. It's probably because we're cutting ourselves out. You know, we're cropping right now. It's cropping out a little bit. Yo, Nas, we
Oh.
have 541 people right now.
Are you serious? Yo,
Yeah,
what's up,
we have
guys?
541 people. It says, "Holy crap! Nice. What's going on, everyone?
Awesome.
Welcome to the video. Holy crap!
Wow. Wow.
That's insane."
Should we really quickly explain again what are we doing today? Just
Yeah,
really
I think
quickly.
that will really benefit. So guys, whoever's new to the video right now, welcome firstly, and thanks for joining us. And today we're going to be talking about 5 things that we wish we knew we started before we started programming. So if somebody told us these tips, it would have saved us a bunch of headache, a bunch of time. It also would have just helped us be the best developers we can possibly be in that developer journey. So we're going to share those tips and tricks with you guys, and hopefully you guys find these valuable, and we can help you excel in your development career. Nice. Amanat is in the house. What's up, Amanat?
Hey, what's up, Bhavanath?
Hey, Amanat is a 17-year-old student on Profit with JavaScript who is actually crushing it and already making money from coaching calls, which is insane.
Oh wow.
Insane.
Yeah, that's crazy. And
Yeah.
he started how many months ago?
I think it's under a year, Amanat. So it's literally like 4 months, right? 3 months, 4 months.
Probably less than that, man.
Really? So I think yeah. So maybe
Yeah,
two,
less than
three
that.
months, 2, 3 months. Amanat, how long have you
Yeah.
been in PWJ? I think let's just drop it in the
Yeah.
comments and let us know. Nice. And for those of you asking where Kazi's at, it's his birthday today, guys. So Kazi is
Yeah.
having a day out.
Everybody, literally right now, what I want you guys to do is let's go ahead and literally spam his Kazi's Instagram. Go on Kazi's Instagram and be like, yo, happy birthday, Kazi. Happy birthday, Kazi. Wishing you all the best. Let's go. Seriously.
Yeah,
Do it right
spam his
now.
Instagram right now. And let's get his Instagram feed blowing up.
Oh man, that would be awesome.
Yo, somebody said, "Where's Aaron?" Nah, they're asking for Aaron. Nice.
Oh shit. Aaron, you gotta come in. Aaron, you
I
gotta
know we
come
gotta
in.
bring Aaron.
We should have the whole team on out here at
We
some point. That would be
should.
cool.
That would be cool. If you guys want to see the whole team, let us know in the comments. That would be amazing to have.
Yeah. Drop in the comments below. Drop in
Yeah.
the comments below. And also drop in the comments if you have any suggestions. I know we're talking about, for example, the 5 things like surround yourself around other people. Like who here is in a coding community? Like drop in the comment below if you are in the coding community.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah. If you're in a
No?
community, if you're literally, and that even includes like Facebook groups or Stack Overflow or Reddit, any kind of community, let
Yeah.
us know in the comment section. There we go. We got all the happy birthday messages coming in. Nice.
Hey. By the way, I just sent another broadcast. We should be getting more people right now. I just sent a messenger bot too.
Awesome. Nice.
So there we go. Beautiful.
Hitting
Beautiful.
just under
Sweet. So
600.
what did you say?
I said just hitting under 600 now. Crazy.
Oh, look at that, guys. You guys are killing it.
Nice.
Guys are killing it. I love the energy out here. I love the energy. So let's go back to what we were doing, which is what the whiteboard thing, right? Or what
Yeah.
did we talk about?
We
Like
were
the
just talking about the whiteboard.
where you can basically where you can surround yourself, like where you can find a coding community.
Yeah. So there's a few different places you can go to, guys. So me and Naz, have you got access to this whiteboard?
Yep, I do.
Yeah, that's nice. So we're going to talk about a few things. So we'll just list them out here. So I'm going to start off by let's go ahead and let's see if this works. So places, okay, awesome. So what were we talking about now? So places where everyone can join a community, or like places where you,
Where you can find a coding mentor slash communities.
yeah,
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, guys, make sure you write this stuff down. This is great stuff. Okay.
yeah. Let me go ahead and hide that little thing so you guys can see this. Right. Yeah, so make sure you guys are writing this down, and it'll be massive value to you, and it'll help you guys out in your journey. Okay, so
Yeah.
places where you can find a coding mentor. So number one, let's go ahead and start with. So pretty much, I'd say the coding conferences. So number one, I would say
Mm-hmm.
coding conferences, right? Coding conferences are massive, guys. So Google, Facebook, all of them do massive coding conferences, and they do this all the time. And they're pretty much, a lot of them are
Mm-hmm.
free, right? So a lot of them are free, and you can go ahead and join them, and you can just and most of them, I would recommend you double check on them because they are free, but they actually sell out really quick. So I would go ahead and double
Yeah.
check on those.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let me go ahead and
Yeah.
Naz, while you go and explain number two, I'm just going to zoom in so everyone can see that a bit easier. Yeah.
Yeah. So number two, guys, is Facebook groups. As you know, there's a ton of Facebook groups out there in terms of web development, in terms of coding, in terms of maybe JavaScript. If you want to focus on JavaScript, but I would say is go ahead and you can simply just go to those Facebook communities and just simply just start talking. Start making friends, start helping each other out. And what you will find is that from all of a sudden you will go from basically just joining a Facebook community to now actually helping other people, and those people will then want to help you on the other hand, and they will want to get you more involved, right? So you'll get more involved, you'll start to make friends, and you'll basically just trust me, it's really hard to say what exactly you'll get, like the actual bullet points which you'll get of it, but you will get friendships and you will get other people to mentor you and to help you out.
Yeah.
So make sure you go on those Facebook groups. It's a very popular thing. And then here's the best part. Like, listen up very closely right now. What the really cool part is, let's say that you go ahead and you do participate in Facebook groups, and you were the beginner person, right? And you had someone else help you out. What you can do at some point is, let's say later on, you go and get to a point where you kind of know some things and you've learned some things. Now what you can do is, because you are very much known in a Facebook group, you can go ahead and actually now basically almost promote yourself as someone who can coach other people who joined that Facebook group, right? And now all of a sudden you went from now basically joining a Facebook group knowing having zero knowledge to 2 months later, right? Actually basically coaching other people and actually making money off of that. So that's a really cool part. That's a really cool part about Facebook groups. So yeah, do
Yeah.
not be afraid about doing that.
Nice, awesome, guys. I've just saw somebody. So to add on to the first point that we mentioned about coding conferences, I saw somebody added a comment. I'm gonna try and tag it now, but it was a really good comment, and it was this one here. So somebody said, "Hey Sonny, where can I find web development group in London to learn from starting?" So I think what he means is basically where can you find those coding conferences in those places where you can pretty much get involved. And a really really good one that Amanath just pointed out is a place called
Mm-hmm.
meetup.com. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and you can actually see this one. So I would recommend that everyone goes and checks this out. So let's go ahead and see if my screen, yeah. So meetup.com, right? So here, all you need to do is go over to meetup.com and type in, for example, let's just type in JavaScript London. So JavaScript in London. And let's go ahead and say showing results for JavaScript. And then you can see that React.js and JavaScript live coding game, build a virtual reality snake game with JavaScript. And guys, this is actually a really interesting thing because I actually had to do that on an interview once. So these things like,
Really?
yeah, like you can really just go to these, just chat, meet some cool people. Look, getting started with JavaScript. And look, this one's actually an online event. So especially in lockdown right now, it's a really, really
Yeah.
good thing for most people to actually go ahead and join in with these. So meetup.com, I would definitely recommend that you guys go and check that one out, and that would be
Learn JavaScript by doing. Look at it. I mean, there's so much, you guys. There is so much out there, and you don't have to specifically be at the location. You can see there's so many remote ones,
yeah,
right? So you can simply join it. Even if you're from a different country, you can still join it.
exactly.
So like some people say, "Oh, I can't find a meetup." Yes, you can. It is there. It is remote. You have the internet. You can use that. As long as you got internet, you're pretty much good. As long as you're watching this video, you're pretty much good because you have internet. I'm guessing that's the only way how you can watch, right?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, if you're watching this without internet, you're onto something big. You should share that.
Please contact us, please.
Nice. So let's go
Oh
ahead and
god.
go back to our little list. So we had number one was coding conferences, number two was Facebook groups, and number three, this isn't one
Yeah.
I added. So follow and engage with Instagram coding channels. So this is something which I
Yeah.
never actually used to do too much, but I think it's actually a really good one to go ahead and do. So if you're not following any channels, you can go ahead and follow me and Nas to get started. But honestly, guys, there are really good channels. For example, Jacob inside of the Clever Programmer team, he has an amazing channel, and even Amanath in the comment section right now. Um, just go
Yeah.
ahead and find these people. They're constantly dropping fire content, so it's literally a case of
Yeah.
little just digestible snippets of information. So how to map through arrays in JavaScript could be one post. I constantly just scroll through my feed in the morning, and amongst all the sort of rubbish that you get on Instagram, I'll get a little gem,
Yeah.
and it'll teach me some new
Yeah.
ES6 feature in JavaScript, and I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. And not only that, guys, is if you actually get involved with these sort of coding channels, chances are you're going to be able to quickly find and recognize people who are constantly sort of engaging with the community, and just literally send them a direct message, send them a message, send them a DM saying,
Mhm.
hey, what's up? Do you want to sort of like code together? You can do pair programming. That's actually how I started talking with Kazi and how I got in the team in the first place, which was pretty much started
Yeah.
talking through Instagram. So definitely go and check that out, that kind of avenue. Awesome.
Yeah, I mean, same here. That's how I pretty. That's pretty much how I also basically got to work with Kazi and everybody else on the team.
Yeah,
Guys, through Instagram, it's a powerful tool. Through social media, use it. Don't be afraid of it, please. It is if you use it for the right reasons, you're gonna get the right things out of it.
exactly.
Yeah, I think it's a good way to go about it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Awesome. The next one I want to mention is actually subscribing to newsletters. So let's go ahead.
Yeah.
And so this one is kind of so yes, a mentor can be a person or something like that. But guys, sometimes we don't actually have the sort of like the luck to find a good mentor. So my next backup behind this would be subscribe to coding newsletters. And this is actually something I only did fairly recently, about maybe 2 years ago, where I started to actually really do this properly. So I'll show you guys two examples that I have. So let's go
Mhm.
ahead, and one of them is called JavaScript Weekly. So it's javascriptweekly.com. And all this one is
Mhm.
basically you just put your email in and they'll just send you. So this was the last one that they sent. And you can see they just send you
Mhm.
random sort of JavaScript packages that people have worked on. So this one's a front
I
end.
love that.
And honestly, this is how I stay ahead of the game when it comes to like what's latest and what's new, and sort of like that's even how I found out about the like things like the React Context API, React hooks, all of the new things which
Mm.
came out at the time. I sort of just found out from these newsletters. And guys, it makes it easy. You just in the morning you get an email and it sort of makes everything easy. So there's another one. If you guys are enjoying the React content that we've been dropping, go ahead and check out React Status. This is my favorite newsletter at the moment because they just
Oh
send,
dang!
yeah, they just literally sent. I
Mhm.
think it
Go
might
ahead.
be the same company, to be honest, because they look really similar.
Yeah, looks like the same company, like very basically the same website.
Yeah, literally the same website, but they've just changed a little bits and bobs. And guys, these guys drop serious valuable stuff. Like when I mean it's so valuable that I've had professional jobs where literally I will go ahead and oh, Naz, we are actually in the corner here. Nice. Yeah, we are actually being shown in the corner.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah. Awesome. So I've actually used a bunch of the stuff that I see on here in professional jobs, and they've actually paid really well from the sort of knowledge that I've learned. So, and also, guys, if you scroll down, they actually usually have job openings. You can see here we've got jobs. They also have some tutorials and stories. So there's a bunch of things that you can sort of get started, and all of this is free. So definitely go ahead and check that out when you get a chance.
yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And if you anyone here and has any other suggestions, drop in the comments below and tell us what other cool coding mentor places you go to, right? And I would say also another thing is like, yeah, okay, so yeah, so I think I'm kind of yeah, I think those newsletters, the JavaScript one and the back one is perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. They're really nice. Do you want to actually? So, guys, if you are part of if you've done this, if you've been part of Facebook groups, if you've been to coding conferences, if you subscribe to newsletters, or if you're just more like introverted, because a lot of us, I get it's uncomfortable to put yourselves in those situations, then I would really recommend that you guys just take a minute out to go ahead and check out Profit with JavaScript, because this is a community unlike no other. So, Naz, do you want to give them a quick intro as to what Profit with JavaScript is?
Yeah, so basically maybe even show. So that's another thing I want to talk about, which is basically the fifth step or the sixth step, which is you can join a paid community, right? So like for example, Profit with JavaScript, which is a community and a course that we've been working on for a long time now, and it is there kind of basically to take you from zero. Like if you have zero knowledge in just coding in general, right? It is there to take you from zero to being someone who is able to go and interview with companies like Google, Palantir, Facebook, Twitter, and so forth, right? And what we have is well, we honestly build like the easiest way to say it. It's the ultimate JavaScript course, the ultimate web development course to for you to become a web developer, right? Because not only this is not just your normal course with modules and stuff like that, but if you scroll down, Sonny,
Yeah.
if you scroll down, basically, what you get is like you get the trainings, you get the success coaches. We have success coaches who help you out. Basically, they give you personalized feedback. So obviously, we have homeworks. We have training calls by people like who, like Sunny, this guy, the
Yeah.
beautiful, this guy right here, right? This guy, no, this guy. Wait, shit,
Yeah, that's
this
it.
guy. So yeah, we got by amazing people like Sunny. We also got Jacob. We also got me. I'm kind of I'm helping. I'm also teaching as well. So you know yeah, it's just honestly, it's like I don't want to sell it too much, guys, but it's a community where we have a Slack community of over 1,300 members now, and everybody's just helping each other out.
Yeah.
Like everybody's there, to basically to uplift each other. Amanat, for example, guys, whoever's in Prophet of JavaScript, please drop it in the comments below and just explain to everybody on here just how awesome, like just how epic, like this community is, because I've never seen anything like this before. I've been in multiple courses and so forth, but I think the reason why we decided to create this is simply because it's just that's just how we wanted to create this because we wanted this to be different.
Yeah, exactly.
Between the JavaScript coaching calls, between the live community. This is not something we just get in and then you just watch some videos. No, we're gonna make you get into it. We're gonna make you actually learn this shit. We're gonna make you basically exactly. We're gonna make you because we want to see success, right? Because we want to see success, and so we wanna basically do the most we can to get you to that success. So if you're in that category of wanting to become developer, a successful developer, earn a killing with JavaScript. That's one of the big things that we teach, which is if you can highlight that, Sunny.
Yeah.
Yeah, that earning with JavaScript, that's a
Yep.
big part that differentiates us from, anybody else.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, that's it. That's all I wanted to say. I'm done, guys. I'm done. That's all I want to say. You
Exactly. And
know,
I just want to
we had to
highlight,
mention
guys,
it.
just want to highlight that unlike any other sort of community out there, you're going to be able to get one-to-one direct access with me, Naz, Kazi, everyone in a Slack community. So when I mean like literally the minute you join, if you want to jump on a call with us, it's that simple. You literally like the amount of
Yep.
coaching calls that me and Naz jump on every single day with like a student, if they need help with a job application or if they need help with something else, we're literally there holding your hand through the entire process, and we stick that
Yeah,
close with every
exactly.
student, and that's what makes it really really nice. Yeah, so awesome. If you guys do want to check that out, the link is in the description, and you can go ahead and just have a little browse. Awesome.
Yeah, and we have someone who's asking a question was like, I think follow wheel Aziz. If I join PWJ, will you help me with some projects like Andela kind of projects? Yes, pretty much we help with any projects. Like if you got your own projects, you post it in the live community, people will help you out there. You can probably even help people. You can have people help you out, and you can call us directly. Like you
Yeah.
can call us directly as well. And all the time, I help students out and directly like through Zoom and so forth. So it's great stuff. Like seriously, like it's just yeah. But
Yeah.
anyways, I just wanted to mention it.
A lot of people are asking how they can go ahead and join. Guys, you just need to click the link in the description. And there's a link in the description where it says click here and enroll now. And that will take you to the page that we just showed you. And everything is on that page for you to go and check out. Awesome.
Beautiful. Exactly. Exactly. So I think out of that, let's move on to step two. The
Let's
step
do it.
two, the point two. Now the second thing I wish I knew when I started program, which is what, Sunny?
It is getting out of tutorial hell, guys. So we all know what tutorial hell is, or if you don't, it's basically where you get stuck in this circular pattern of watching YouTube videos, coding up these perfect apps. But then if I was to ask you a simple question, can you build that project from scratch without that tutorial, without those lines of code? Can you do it, guys? And that is the pattern that we want to get out of. So Naz, do you want to open up a bit more
Yeah.
about what we're talking about here?
Yeah, so tell me, guys, for one, is like let us know in the comments if you are in that hell. Like if you have been in a tutorial hell and you get what we're talking about,
Yep.
right? If you have not been in it, like brace yourself.
Yeah.
Brace yourself. But I mean, you technically can brace it, but like what we are trying to get to is like, too many people will what they will do, and let us know if that's you, for example, is, you go to YouTube tutorials, right? And like, okay, I got this YouTube tutorial. I got this YouTube tutorial, right? And you're gonna do one YouTube tutorial, you're gonna do another YouTube tutorial, and so forth. And you become addicted to this thing of just kind of following tutorials, copying code, and not really taking your head as being the directional point of thought.
Yeah.
What I mean by that is you have to now basically use what you learn, right, to actually now create projects. You have to be someone who doesn't just follow tutorials, but someone who actually tries to do things on their own from scratch.
Yeah.
Like, what? Like, Sonny, tell me, what is a project you built from scratch entirely?
So a
Like when you
project that I built,
started.
yeah, so an entire project that I built from scratch. So what I tended to do actually, just to sort of reword that one, is I used to go ahead and I too
Mhm.
would go ahead and look at these sort of these tutorials that you see online. But what I would do differently is I would go ahead and I would basically watch a tutorial, understand it, but I would literally, rather than rebuilding that tutorial, I would write a list of the fundamentals that they've used, or what are the programming principles that they used. Did they use things like arrays, right? And if they did use arrays,
Right.
can I use an array in like my own project? And I would go ahead and make like so say for example, I saw a to-do app on the screen. I would go ahead and make my own to do app, but I would not even look at that to do app, right? I would actually kind of go ahead, write a list of the things that they use to build their one. So like arrays, how do I get the button when I click the button? How do I add that to the list of to dos? And then I would actually go ahead and then try and go, and even if I didn't understand how to do something, how to execute a function on a button click, I would go ahead and use Google to then go and find that. I wouldn't rely solemnly on that YouTube video and copy it line for line, because
Yeah.
that's not going to save you guys, and that's really going to actually slow down your development.
Yeah. Yeah. So how would you get out of YouTube tutorial hell, Sonny?
Yeah, so what I would say is I would recommend don't skip the fundamentals, guys. So the first thing is, the reason why we all get stuck in tutorial hell is because it's a very comfortable place, right? We actually get a lot of satisfaction because in the end of it, we get these really nice apps, right? We get these nice little built apps which look really nice. But I would say,
Fancy apps.
yeah, these fancy apps which look really cool and they look nice and we can put them on our portfolio and they're shiny. But guys, truthfully, I can't tell you enough that like the way at least I got out of it was I actually started to just learn the fundamentals, and that meant cutting things down to the bare bones. Like, I'm not talking making these fancy front end UIs and making things look really nice. I literally used to make very simple apps, but the apps that I
Mm-hmm.
knew exactly how they worked. I knew
Yeah.
exactly why
Yeah.
everything worked the way it did. I knew exactly like how the data was being moved around the app. And then I would then look
Yeah.
into things like APIs and stuff like that, and it goes a bit deeper. But yeah, so my number one top tip there is don't skip the fundamentals. What about yourself, Naz?
Yeah. Yeah, I would say for me, the most important thing, honestly, to get out of your tutorial hell, and I feel you, like I know you, like I know your YouTube tutorial hell potentially.
Yeah.
One ways that we actually have our students, and the one thing, one of the ways that I got out of it is actually like, let's say you watch a video, right? Let's say you watch a YouTube video, right? Any video, and you build the project. What our students are doing right now is seriously is they are rebuilding the project by themselves fully. So they are rebuilding the project. That's part one. Okay. So rebuild the project by yourself, meaning do not look at the video. Do not look at anything. No cheating. All right. Don't cheat. Okay. So
Yeah.
literally, don't look at the video. And then after that, add your own flavor to it. Just add your own flavor to it. Like seriously, just be like, just like, okay, maybe what else can I add? Let me maybe add a really cool button. Maybe I want to add this functionality. Okay, try that out. Try to add something of your own taste, taste, because I know you are creative. I know that you've got it, right? And simply by just doing that, you will start to get into the pattern of actually basically doing things on your own. And so then what happens, right? What happens? what happens is that when you start doing things on your own, basically you start to build confidence.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, well, I got this thing done on my own. I'm gonna get another thing done on my own, and then basically and you keep doing it and doing it and doing it, and you're like, man, brain, I got anything, bring it on, So like literally, that's how I get out of it. It's like just by honestly, doing projects and redoing them, and then adding your own taste to it. That's
That,
very big. That's a very big,
yeah.
you know.
A really good comment here from Elijah, as where he said, "Reading John Somers' book helped clarify what I was doing wrong." This is actually something me and Kazi mentioned in the other call the other day. So if you guys haven't checked out a book called John Somers' Soft Skills, he actually covers even in that book about development a little bit. So when he's not talking about the soft skills, and he says pretty much like it's all about breaking down things into the sort of fundamentals, right? And how he meant that was actually in sort of the soft skills approach, but you can relate that here in this case as well, right? Like it's just
Yeah,
about breaking it down and building that confidence, right? So literally, if we then asked you to like go ahead and build like a small app, you can just say, yeah, sure, I can do that. No piece of cake. And then basically, once you do that
yeah,
enough times, that app just naturally starts to get bigger. That app naturally starts to become a
yeah,
more beautiful looking app. And that app starts to then you start to invest in yourself and you can start taking design courses to make it look a little bit nicer and start getting to that stuff.
yeah.
I'm telling you guys, it took me a long time before my app started to actually look nice, right? So don't get
Uh,
disheartened. Yeah,
I think that like yeah, it takes time. Most importantly, guys, it takes time. Don't be afraid. Don't get discouraged because a lot of people will want. Okay, will be like, okay, well, a lot of people will be like, oh, I can't get it. I can't get it right now. So I must not be good at it. No, just keep doing. Anything that's worth it is going to take some time and it's going to be hard, right? So, I would say just keep at it, right? Like basically, like Sunny said, break it down to smaller chunks, do things on your own. And why do we say do things on your own, Sunny? Why do you
yeah.
think like do things by yourself?
Yeah, so I think the reason why I'd say do things by yourself is because we naturally start to get dependent on whether it be somebody else doing the work for us or if it'll be literally a YouTube video doing the work for us, right? Where we literally copy. And
Yeah,
guys, what I mean by this is like even when I was teaching the live sessions 2 3 days ago and even yesterday's call. There was a lot of people asking one comment, and it was mainly like, "Can you give me the exact line of code or the exact image URL?" And at this point you're
yeah,
already missing the sort of value in sort of the tutorial, right? Because you just want to kind of you shouldn't really care about too much about the image URL, right? You should write code where it
right.
doesn't matter what image you pass to it, but it's going to be robust, it's going to be functional. And at that point you start to be confident in knowing what actually the code is doing, as opposed to like, let me just get that exact line of code so I can put it in my portfolio. Because what's going to happen, guys, is you're going to have this amazing looking portfolio with all of these apps, but then say you finally get that conversation with that job employer, right? They say to
Mm-hmm.
you, right, tell me about like how I can build this app. You're just going to be in a very awkward situation at that point. And I'm telling you guys,
You're gonna
it
be
will come.
You're gonna be like, hold on. Let me first open up my GitHub code, okay? Let me first open up my GitHub code, which you copy basically from someone else, and then let's see maybe if I can take a look at it.
Yeah, and then they're gonna
And
be like, right,
I'm
what
gonna
did you
be
use? And you're just gonna be sitting there like scratching your head, like, I think that guy used this framework.
I think this means this. I think that's what this function is actually doing.
Yeah, exactly.
But but yeah. But yeah, also the reason why is because a lot of people, like a lot of students right now, a lot of students, and you're probably in that realm. And let me know, drop in the comments like if you're in that realm, which is, they can build a project, right,
Yeah,
with some help, but when it comes to actually taking an idea from their mind and building it themselves, that is the hard part because they don't know what the process is. They don't know where to start, right?
yeah,
And when you don't know where to start, then you're just not gonna start. And the only way to get rid of that is simply by just like Sunny said, starting with small projects, right, and seeing what your process is. When you're good with small projects, bring it up to larger projects, and then larger, and then next thing you know, you're building Amazon and Facebook.
yeah, exactly,
you
exactly.
know,
And Naz, you've worked at some
that's
pretty
how it
big
also is.
companies, right?
Me? Yeah, I mean, I worked at a lot of things I've worked at is like startups. So I worked at like my first company I worked for was like a startup company,
Yeah,
and that was a really cool one. I just literally threw myself into this company. I literally was like, guys, can I help you out? Is there any way I can help you out? threw myself into it. Started learning with this stuff, and literally within a month, I went from like a zero developer to like a pretty much beginner slash junior developer.
Awesome.
Um, yeah, and then I got to work with a big company called Urban Science, which was pretty big as well.
Yeah.
And there, that was a whole, oh my god, that's a whole other story. That was pretty cool as well.
Yeah,
But yeah,
awesome. So Steve McCarty says, I would like to say that even better reasons to learn code. You'll be able to work anywhere in the world. That's the really, really
yeah.
good point, guys. And I can actually vouch for that because I think my last job was completely remote, guys. So it was completely remote. So I worked as
Oh,
long as I had a
seriously?
laptop and I had an internet connection. Yeah, it was completely remote. So I could literally just go ahead. I could fly to the Caribbean if I wanted, and I could sit on the beach sipping a pina colada, and I could just do my work. So like you can
What are we doing
honestly,
here, Sonny?
I know,
What are we
right?
doing
If it
here?
wasn't
We
for
just need to go to
lockdown.
like to the Caribbean or just go to Bali, just coding from there. Oh
I
yeah, that'd
know,
be great.
like that's what I mean, right? You can do that, and you can pretty much work from ever. And guys, that's something that's really important and worth mentioning. That it say for example, most of the time when you see like average salaries. So let's go ahead and just pull up like the average salary of a React developer,
Yeah.
right? Let's go ahead and pull that up. I just want to make a point here because I see a lot of people have this sort of question, React developer salary. And what I want to mention here is, guys, it doesn't matter where you are in the world, right? So it doesn't matter where you are
Hmm.
in the world. If you are able to sort of work, so this is pretty much in GBP. So this is GBP, but I think let me go ahead and get the American one because React
Hold on. Are
developers.
actually sharing the screen though?
I'm finding the link now, so I'm just finding the link now. So then I can,
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
yeah, just go ahead and find this. So let's check this one out. So Nouveau, there we go. Okay, so I'll show you this one. So this is, for example, in the UK, right? So 57,000, so about 60,000 is the median, right, in the UK.
Hmm. Hmm.
So let's go ahead and share that. So you can see here, this is the sort of average salary in the UK for a React developer, and actually, it's much higher in the States. I found so in the
Oh
States,
yeah,
it's about 120, I think, is the
yeah.
average.
Can you check it in USA or no?
Yeah, so let's go ahead and type in. So let's do a United States React developer salary. Let's go ahead and check that out, and let's go and see. Yep, there we go. So 120,000 guys is the
Yeah.
average React developer salary, and the reason why I want to point this out is because this salary, guys, is not. It means that it's yes, it's the average salary inside in the US, right? But
Yeah.
even if you're based abroad, right, you can land a US client, guys. So which means that this salary right here, you can get this salary, right? It does not matter if you are abroad or something like that. I've had clients who have been based in the States, I've had clients who have been based elsewhere in the
Hmm.
world. It really doesn't matter, and you can actually land this sort of stuff even if you're abroad. It's all down to skill, and it's down to sort of
Yeah.
how you build your skill set.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it wouldn't be bad being in Bali, and just sipping your pina colada, working on the beach, and then being a React developer, making that money. I'm
That's
I'm
it.
up for it. I'm
Yeah,
up for it.
exactly. And now, guys, we even started doing some crazy automations. So, like, you can even have like a bunch of your work automated if you do it right.
Okay, well, hold on. Let's not work. Let's not automate everything, okay? But also, I will say, guys, is like, no, we're showing you these numbers, but don't think that these numbers are gonna come right away.
Yeah,
It takes time for this stuff, right? Don't be like, yo, guys, give me a month. I'm gonna make 120K. No, 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 no. That's not how it happens. Okay? Yeah, it's gonna take some time. It's gonna take maybe a year. Actually, probably more than a year to
yeah,
actually make that money. You're gonna start much lower, and then you're gonna get it much higher. So, but if you're patient and you put in the work, you'll get it.
exactly. And I really would stress what Nas said there, guys. Don't follow the money. Okay, the money comes and goes. Everyone's asking if I'm drinking vodka. No, guys, this is just water. This is just water right here. Just to sort
But
of
the end
see
of this
that.
live, by the end of this live call, Sunny's gonna be like,
Yeah, just like, oh god. Nice. So okay, yeah. So right now, yeah. So what were we talking about right now? We were saying how yeah. So don't focus on the money, guys. Focus on just spending that time. So initially, I would actually not even bother with like negotiating too much with your first salary. Even just get your foot in the door. Find because literally that first job is going to actually give you access to those really important first mentors that we spoke about earlier. And that's going to be
Yeah.
really where you do start to see your growth actually excel in a very, very fast pace, where you're going to basically start, and especially when you start doing code reviews, that's where you start
Mhm.
getting your code gets ripped apart by more senior developers, and they say, why are you doing this, why are you doing that, what is this that you've written here? Guys, that's really
Yeah.
the best way you're going to learn. Like, that's the best way that I
Yeah.
learn, and I really believe that it helps push your skill set up quite a lot.
And I would say another thing, guys, is like please do not be afraid to work for free. Like, so a lot of people that I know, a lot of people that I know will think, okay, well, no, I need to make some money, right? Or like when I'm working. But actually, you're gonna probably learn a lot more actually if you work for free. Like, I literally had a friend. Okay, here's a little small story. I had a friend who worked with me, not worked with me, but someone I knew. And he got a job at a big company, right, as a beginner developer. And there he was building some basic things, right? He was building some basic things, they were making him do maybe not so interesting things. And 6 months after the job, he comes back to me and says, "Hey, Naz, I am not interested in coding anymore. Like, computer science is not interesting to me anymore." Right? Versus, I mean, I'll take myself as an example because I'm, just like that. That's just my story.
Yeah.
Like, I joined a startup company. I worked at a startup company for 2 years, guys, for free. Okay, for completely free, while also going to college. Okay, while also going to college, and there, that is what skyrocketed everything for me. That is the reason why I was able to get a job at Urban Science. That is the reason why I was able to get an interview at companies like Google, Palantir, Twitter, Squarespace, Khan Academy, right? That is the reason why I was able to make so many amazing connections, right? That is the reason why I got my leadership skills. I don't want to like say like I don't want to feel like a bragging or anything like that, but it's just I want to set an example that, by going the route of potentially even, working for free, you will get to learn a lot more than you think,
Yeah.
you know. So that is like, a lot of people constantly be like, I don't want to work for free. Like, I should be making some money. But
Exactly.
you know what? Like, just do it. Honestly, try it.
Exactly. And guys, it's like a really good comment here. It says software development isn't just a career, it's a lifestyle. So you can't just switch it on
Yeah.
at 9 a.m., switch off at 5 p.m. You really do want to kind of think like that. And you want to start making it like more of a lifestyle as opposed to just sort of career oriented and all about the money. Like Nas said, the value is not going to be in your paycheck. It's going to be in those hours that you spend debugging and working with other people, and even your social skills. Like, it really, really is what's going to make you the difference between a sort of average developer and somebody who stands out from the crowd. Literally, the guy that can have
Yeah.
a personality as well as have all the skills in coding and things like that, that guy is going to go a hell of a lot further, even if another guy is more technically capable than the first guy. So those soft skills
Exactly.
and that personality really do come through.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly. Chase the experience, not the paycheck.
exactly. Definitely. So I think, Nas, with that said, that gets number two off the list. Should
All
we move
right.
over to number three?
Let's do it.
Let's go. So number three, do you want to drop in?
All right, number three. Let's go drop it in. Number three is just start and please stop overthinking. Okay, I get so many questions, guys, and tell me this if you're kind of confused on where to start, if you're confused on what language to start out with, right? The amount of questions that probably me and Sunny and Kazi and Jacob get in terms of, hey, what is the first language I should go with? Or hey, what computer should I get? Or hey, just like what framework should I start with? And what is our answer, Sunny, to always to that? What is our answer?
Just pick one and just start with it. My one that I would recommend, guys, is JavaScript. I think you should just pick JavaScript, but just whatever it
Yeah.
is, just please pick one and start with it. Don't hop from one to the other and then tomorrow you're doing a different language. Pick one and just stick with it, guys, and really put
Yeah.
all of your effort into learning that language.